How you doing, everybody? Welcome to my channel. How you doing, YouTube squad? This is YouTube Can Be Great. Growing Up Hip Hop, Season 6, Episode 1. Subscribe or step aside review. I'm a little late, but I said I would do it, so let's get into it. So it starts off with Brianna's summary / commentary, which is everything. Brianna gives me life because she starts off by letting us know that Angela has a new boo who is either a felon, maybe has 2, 3, 4 baby mamas, maybe he's a little fluid sexually. We don't know what the issue is with him. All we know is she is in love, and we know that Angela likes her some thugs because this one looked like he about the thug life, and that's honestly the type of guys that Angela falls for. She didn't like Romeo because Romeo was too nice. Romeo was a good guy. Bow Wow, however, was the guy who philanders and has, he's just spreading his seed every which way he wants to, slinging his dick in every person he can find. He was a straight up hoe, thought, whatever name you want to call him, a gigolo, that's what he is, and he does not want to grow the hell up. So that is what Angela was attracted to as opposed to Romeo. Now she's with somebody else that has a little thug life thing going on, and he's cute, but I want to know what his secret is. Then we have the Pep Squad who are racing to the altar, but not one of them know that they're actually racing each other. Egypt is trying to get ass to the altar with Samantha, and TT's trying to get ass to the altar, but neither one of them are speaking terms, so they don't actually know that they're racing to the altar, even though that they kind of are. They're just trying to do whatever is necessary to show the other one up. I think TT's not trying to. TT's kind of just like, I'm living my life. Egypt can do whatever she wants, but Egypt is extremely invested because her and TT were close prior to Samantha coming to the in between both of them. I'm gonna keep calling him Samantha because he acts like Samantha. So, but in this little commentary, Egypt says that her and Samantha are Beyonce and Jay-Z status. You know what? I know that Peppa is low kooky sometimes and she acts delusional, and I be thinking sometimes that she has something that was slipped in her drink. Maybe she passed that to Egypt, and Egypt's been sipping on the same drink, the same delusional, dumbass, naive drink that Peppa's been sipping. Egypt's been sipping it. Because for Egypt to fix her mouth and say something like her and Samantha are Beyonce and Jay-Z status, the only thing that came into my head was perhaps before we knew about Beyonce and Jay-Z, you were that status. Perhaps you were there before we knew who they were. But as they are currently, girl, you and this man who is out here shaking his ass and showing every bit of his goodies to the entire world on his OnlyFans page just to get some little bit of change is nowhere near Beyonce and Jay-Z. You cannot ride on the coattails of your parents' child, because we are not going to give you that, because you are not that. Then we get to TT's having her wedding in Jamaica, which is going to be absolutely beautiful because Jamaica is a beautiful place. Then we have Egypt deciding that she wants to pimp Sam's ass out on her OnlyFans page for a little bit of $3,500 a month. Then we have Stevie J. Now, Stevie J, the good guy, Stevie, he's always going to find, he's a straight up hustler. I give him that, because no matter what, he will always find his ass somewhere to make himself relevant. If it means that he's with Faith, so be it. If it means that he's with Jocelyn, so be it. But he didn't find himself in another reality TV show because that coins has to keep going, and he has some child support to still be paying. So he found himself on, he went from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, was it ATL? I think it was ATL, to Love and to Stevie and Jocelyn's show, whatever he was gonna do, to the Jordans, whatever show. Now he didn't float his ass over to Growing Up Hip Hop. I'm surprised Stevie and Faith were not in this whole love and hip hop couples retreat type nonsense, maybe because they felt like he might be too much and Faith didn't want to do it with all the drama that they didn't been in. Faith done whooped his ass a couple times, but he is now on this, and he has his 2 children, Stevie Jr. and Savannah, on the show as well. And then we also know that Egypt is going to be running her mouth later on about TT and spilling all of TT's business. And there's apparently one T about TT that we need to know as the show goes on. So we get to Egypt and Sam doing their breakfast at night OnlyFans page segment with Sam's ass and the jacked up ass thong. It's this white thing slipped off his ass cheeks. And I'm sitting up here talking about who the hell wants to see this shit besides people who are sick in the head. That's the only thing, the only people I can think of that want to watch this shit. Sam does have a little bit of a childlike vibe to his face. Maybe some people who are on the pedo side might also want to see this shit. But all I know is sitting up here watching his ass, it's not even like baby boy ass status, because that one was kind of nice. You know, the naked one and baby boy, that grown ass man with all that prison muscles that he had with them ass cheeks out, with just butt ass naked showing the whole thing. That was beautiful. But this little nonsense is going on. Brianna was right. This is cross-contamination, and this is an assault to my eyeballs. I don't want to see this shit. But here he is doing this, and of course, his little pimp is in the corner, boosting him up. Let's get this money, baby. Go out there and sell your ass and do whatever you need to. We're going to need to pay these damn bills. You'll do anything for $1, baby. Now go and show your ass. As this is happening, Egypt's telling us that $3,500 is a lot to be getting a month is a good, nice bag. They're hoping to get to 10,000 subscribers to be making 100K a month. Now, $3,500 for the average person is a lot of money because that's what a lot of people make a month anyway on salary. But for them in celebrity lifestyle that's used to touching thousands and thousands of dollars on a short like show, whatever, maybe it's not so much for them. Boogie comes walking in, and poor Boogie, I feel so bad for his eyeballs. They should have pulled that motherfuckers out because he walked right into seeing Sam in a thong trying to cook. And the question he asked is that Egypt's draws? I said, Boogie, I don't know if he was trying to be funny, but that shit was funny. So let's keep going. So Boogie lets us know that you can't pay him enough money in the world to have his ass sitting up here on the OnlyFans page, doing whatever is necessary, embarrassing yourself, pimping your entire body out to the world, who are probably some people out there jacking off to that shit just to make $3,500 a month. Shit, I won't do it. And Egypt says she ain't finna do it, so she gonna pimp her man out because they need money. And the pimp mindset is, baby, whatever you gotta do, you gotta make that money. If you have to do whatever you have to do, go make that money. That's what Sam is doing, because he's feeling like if he doesn't do it, people are going to say that he's trying to mooch off of Egypt. But shit, Egypt, this is the only reason that Sam is even having OnlyFans page in the first place, because he's attached to Egypt, who's attached to Peppa in the first place. So shit, you're still making money off of her, bruh. Then we have Peppa joined the scene, and she tries to act all like, because she's on camera now, she wants to act like she has a problem with it. We already heard Egypt tell Boogie and everybody that she, Peppa has been supportive of this OnlyFans page. Hell, she invited them over to her house in Vegas to continue the fans page and record it in her house. But she wants to sit there now that the camera is on and whine about them doing it in her kitchen as if she didn't already know that they were doing this. Does it matter where they do it at? Bitch, you're over here supporting it, so why not support it in your kitchen too? But she tried to put on this show like, not in my kitchen, girl. We know you okay with it. Stop it. You're fronting. Then we get to Stevie J and his clones, Stevie Jr. and Savannah's disrespectful ass, their segment. Savannah is now letting us know that she was under Stevie's roof. However, she decided to go ahead and pop off at the mouth to her father because he had a problem with a dirty ass microwave, which I would have the same problem too. If you're living in my house, you're not paying the bills, why the fuck is this microwave dirty? You can't afford to at least clean that shit as appreciation for everything I'm doing for you, little grateful ass. Savannah's behind said that she had to pop off him because he threw a bitch fit. There is no way in hell you can sit there and talk about your father that way. You are entitled and you are spoiled. I think Savannah is absolutely beautiful. All Stevie's kids look like Stevie. Ain't no way he can deny those kids because DNA is not even necessary. They all have that lips that he has. Stevie Jr. looks exactly like him. Savannah looks exactly like him, and Stevie's there and trying to talk to her, and she's being rude as hell. She said, I'm here for good vibes or whatever the case is, but girl, your entire aura and how you speak to your father is very, very, you need to switch to your ass. That's what you need. Then we find out from Stevie that Stevie did buy Stevie Jr. a whole house as a graduation present. And he's looking at Savannah saying, do you want to go to school because this is what you get as a reward? Bitch, I wish my parents would tell me that shit. I had to buy my own house, my own car, pay for my own food. Hell, I was surviving on top ramen when I was in college, working $8 an hour jobs. And you over here have an attitude when your father is offering you a whole ass house. If you graduate, bitch, I will be in those classes every single day. I won't miss a damn thing. I'll be sitting in the front and I'll be getting good ass grades, and I'll make sure I graduate in less than 4 years because I want that damn house. I don't know what her ass is doing. Let my father offer me that shit, because your ass is definitely entitled if you want to sit up here and complain about how your father's treating you about some dirty ass microwave when he's offering you a whole ass house. Then he asked Savannah, what are you doing for a living? Savannah says, I don't work, but the money is still coming in. I don't know if that's what prostitutes say or people who are out there using people for money, or maybe she has a sugar daddy somewhere, but that shit don't make no damn sense. Savannah is absolutely beautiful. That is all she can use right now because she has no life skills. She hasn't lived on this world long enough. I think she was born in 1998. That makes her 23 years old. She hasn't had enough life experiences to be able to contribute anything to anybody's life other than a piece of ass. So how is this money flowing in? Are you either that or you're out there selling crack? I'm playing. I mean, either that or you're out there dealing or something. You have to be doing something. Hell, you might be pimping somebody like Egypt is pimping Sam, but there is no way in hell you getting all these money coming in, even living a lavish lifestyle, trying to start your own clothing brand if you don't have a job. She did say that she has not been able to keep a job at all, ever, which is also something an entitled person would say. Stevie does let us know that when he was a kid, he was, I think, one of 6 kids, and he had to have hand-me-downs. I've been in that situation too. I wasn't as poor to where I didn't have good stuff, decent stuff, but I do understand getting hand-me-downs because you have too many kids in your house and your parents are working hard, doing everything they want to do to take care of you. But Savannah's mouth does not coincide with Stevie being able to provide for her. It's almost that entitled attitude that she feels like she's owed that money because of her father's celebrity status. So she has all this mouth, and when he's trying to talk to her, she picks up her phone and acts like she don't hear him. She needed a slap and a spanking. Then we have Lil Easy inviting everybody to let us know that he has his own cannabis business and he had net $3 million in profit. And he invited JoJo Lil Twist, who also came with Savannah, to see his hard work, which I'm proud of him for doing because rap music nowadays, everybody want to be a rapper. So you need to have a little side hustle. Then Savannah decides to talk to him about her clothing line because they did ask her about it. She's going ahead, giving a plug in here, the good vibe, the good vibe, the good vibe. We know it's a good vibe, it's a good vibe. She wants to make sure all the plug that she can plug in for her business, she's plugging it into every single scene that she is in this episode. So we know that it's the good vibe. Then Lil Twist and all these guys are sitting up there listening to her give her little pitch about what she's doing or what she's planning on doing, but it seems like everybody's looking at her because they think she's beautiful. I know Lil Easy over there that was hitting on Brianna when he had a girl is over here looking at her like, damn, she fine. Then Lil Easy decides to say that he invited them there because he wanted to invite them to Peppa's party in Vegas that they're throwing, and he's also curious to see the situation between JoJo and Sam, who apparently have beef. Lil Twist is not fucking with Sam because we know Lil Twist last season was ready to fuck Sam up. Sam had manipulated Egypt into going over there and putting her hands on Brianna, who we all know Brianna can beat Egypt's ass. That is a guaranteed fact. If no buts, Brianna will beat Egypt's ass. Let me say it again. Brianna will beat Egypt's ass. And Sam was over there hyping her up to do something that's stupid, okay? With people that have been in her life for years and had her back before this fool came into her life. So of course he's over here having beef with everybody. So Lil Twist already knows I'm not fucking with him because I'll fuck around and end up in jail with this type of idiot. So he's not trying to deal with Samantha. Meanwhile, Lil Easy wants to go up there and see what's going on because he has a little bit of a messiness about him because he's messy as hell. And he wants to now be in it and see what's going on between JoJo and Sam. And I'm just like, as this whole situation is going on with the cannabis and the weed business and them showing how much they're making and how much they're grossing and 1,000 patients are coming in to buy this weed, all I keep thinking in the back of my mind is, can we release all those inmates that got 30, 40 years or so behind bars for selling weed? Can we release them now? Because this is some bullshit. We have other criminals that can sit up there and grace those cells. We don't need those people in there. Then we have Amanda, TT's sister from another mother, literally, and TT's mom, Maureen. They're going to go look for a wedding dress. Brings back memories because I just bought my own wedding dress too. My wedding is literally I'm traveling for my wedding out of the country is in about a month. So when I leave, I won't be back till mid-July. So I might not be posting anything until I come back. So I'm going to be gone for a good month and a half. So we're going to miss a lot of reviews, a lot of things. I'm so sorry, but I won't be able to do it in the country I'm going to. It's hard to get Wi-Fi. Shit, I'm going to a third world country. So I'm sorry, but heads up, I won't be available around that time. Starting about, I believe, June 14th, I will not be available all the way up until July, okay? Mid-July, and that's mid-July, like July 14th. Then we have, they're drinking champagne, and they're discussing the wedding invites and who's coming. And Egypt and Sam comes up in conversation. And TT lets her mom and Amanda know that I am not inviting Egypt and Sam. They have not called me to wish me congratulations when I had the baby. They did not call me to wish me congratulations when I proposed. Samantha has done everything and anything in his power to put a wedge between TT and Egypt because he pulls Egypt's strings sometimes. It's like they belong together. There are times when I feel like Egypt's manipulating Sam, like with this OnlyFans page with him sitting up here trying to show his ass for some money, anything for some coins. There are times when Sam has also manipulated Egypt and made her do things that she would not normally do, like picking a fight with Brianna. And one of the things that Sam did that made me not like him so much is he also interfered with TT and Egypt's relationship. And there was some bullshit about a story saying that TT wanted to see, came out naked trying to, like she was trying to entice Sam to get into bed with her. Sam, don't nobody want your ass but Egypt. That's the only person you were able to snag. Okay? And the person who you had babies with. But he put that bullshit in her ear and it was just stupid when I heard it. And Egypt actually listened to that dumb shit and ran with it. And that was one of the issues that kind of built a wedge between both of them because TT's like, why the hell would you come up with this bullshit? Then we have Peppa's party coming up in Vegas. Okay? Sam lets us know what beef he has with JoJo. And he tells us that last season, when the whole fight was going on and Lil Twist and all of them were sitting up there, that JoJo had said that he was gonna rock with Lil Twist because he's known Lil Twist longer, since Twist was what, 6 years old, and he just met Sam all of 2 seconds. So if he was gonna have somebody's back, he's gonna go with somebody he has history with, somebody who's been in his life and they've done things for each other, which makes sense. Sam is now spinning it and trying to create drama for a storyline, trying to say that the reason why him and JoJo have a problem is because JoJo is all about respect, that he's now aligned with families who are legends, so he should automatically get respect because he's aligned with them. That is one of the most ignorant shit I've ever heard. Because to me, Sam, you're trying to create a problem, beef with somebody, something that's not there. There is nothing wrong with what JoJo said. If JoJo said, well, I'm rocking with Lil Twist, fuck Sam and fuck everything about him, you can go straight to hell, Sam, you will be. If he said all that shit, I'll understand your behavior. But what you're doing is you're acting like a damn child. He does not have to back you up because you haven't put time in this friendship, and you over here causing all these issues. Bitch, I won't go with you either. But that's the issue that he's saying, and he's going over here talking about, JoJo will learn to respect me. And got nothing to do with respect. You look like a fool. Then we have Sam deciding that he was going to talk to Lil Easy, JoJo, and Boogie and Savannah about his OnlyFans page, letting them know what he's doing. And Savannah talks about her clothing line, The Good Vibe, again for the umpteenth time. And Sam goes, do you make G-strings? Because she said it's the clothing line for all sexes. And Savannah's had the look I'm looking at, like, what the fuck? This fool just asked me if I make G-strings? Are you serious? And then as he's saying that, he basically lets him know that he gets $3,500 a month. Savannah, her confessional, says, Egypt is pimping Sam out. Whatever works for them, I love it. Because that's what's happening. And if $3,500 is what he feels like his ass is worth, so be it. Go get that money, okay? Get it wherever you can. Then Sam says that because they were in COVID and they didn't have anything to do, and if he tries to pursue music or do anything, everybody will say that he's using Egypt for fame. So he's going to use his body to get money whichever way. And that people are calling him, asking to send pictures of his feet. Disgusting ass people, because they want to pay $200 for it. Like I said, pimping him out. Soon, people are going to call him to come to their house and piss on him for some money too. Pee on me for some money. And he probably is going to do it because whatever the money happens, whatever the money's coming from is what he's going to take. Then we get to Sam starting to prop himself up when the boys separate from the girls. Talking about all these things that he's doing, how he was trying to do this, what kind of guy he is. And, if people don't want to have a problem with him, if they think he's gay, you got to see him. He started acting like he's a thug. There is real gangsters and there are wannabe gangsters. Lil Twist is what I put in the same line as a real gangster. Sam or Samantha is what I put in as Tekashi 6ix9ine. He acts just like it. You want to prop yourself up and act like you're with it, that you're about all of it, but when it comes down to it, you're really not. That's what it is. So he's sitting up there bumping himself up. I'm this, I'm that, you gotta see me if you got. I'm just like, Sam, shut the fuck up. Because now JoJo's like, I don't give a fuck about this OnlyFans page. What I want to know is why my name is in your mouth. When he says that, Sam goes ahead on his spiel about how, and gives the same stupid ass story he told us about how JoJo chose Lil Twist's side over his, and now tries to prop it up as it was a disrespectful thing. JoJo heard it like everybody else, and it was as stupid as it was said. JoJo's like, I didn't say I'm gonna side with Lil Twist, fuck you. I said I've had history with him. I've known him for a long time. I didn't say anything negative about you. I'm still supporting you. JoJo's girl gets on the confessional, says that she actually hopped into the live that Sam was popping up at the mouth. And she said, listen, JoJo has nothing but respect for you in Egypt. And Sam actually said, fuck JoJo. He don't give a fuck about me, probably because people alive were listening. Because whenever the cameras are on, Samantha tries to show his ass as being more than what he is, fake as fuck. Whenever the cameras are on, Samantha tries to act all big and bad. So now Egypt's got to get up in this little fuckery because it's getting out of hand and try to now make excuses for Sam. Oh, his feelings were hurt. Okay, well, is he a thug or is he, what's going on with the situation? His feelings were hurt, so he's going to say something ignorant? That don't make no damn sense. The fact is, Sam has no foot to stand on in the situation. If JoJo wants to pick Lil Twist's side over his, he has that right. It has nothing to do with him disrespecting you. He didn't cuss your ass out. He just made a diplomatic decision. If I was going to choose between somebody, I would choose the person I knew for a long time. What's the problem? But Egypt is sitting up here having to get it in, looking stupid, defending this idiot. Then we get to the scene finish up the scene with TT, Maureen, and Maureen is basically pressuring TT to go ahead and mend things with Egypt and Sam before the wedding because she don't want her family to be separated. But TT is feeling like a little bit of pressure, like, If they don't want to, if they're not gonna come, then more food for people. I don't want to be the bigger person in the situation. They done so much things. I'm so tired. I don't even want to deal with them right now. And Egypt does not want to humble herself and apologize. She keeps taking Samantha's side and acting stupid as if Samantha has been with her all her whole life, as if this man didn't just pop up a couple years ago or so, and is now having issues with every single person in our family. Bitch, I'm with TT on this situation. I wouldn't bite Egypt's ass either. If it takes you one man to betray me, we were never ever close as family. You just needed the right man to come in and fuck things up. So I'm not gonna have your ass around me on one of the happiest days of my life. And you didn't even bother to call me and congratulate me when I had a baby girl. Bye. But Maureen is like, you have time to fix it. Fix that shit. And TT's like, you have 5 sisters. One more you won't be missed. And I was like, that's the type of shit I would say too. We get back to the Vegas party. Peppa does what she always does. Every time she comes into the scene when there was a fight, she said something ignorant. What she said on the confessional? She said, I don't know what, she didn't even know what the fuck is going on in the Kool-Aid with the situation. She don't know what the hell was happening. She just dipped the ass in it. And she said, you come for any of my kids, including Stan, you got to deal with me fast. What the hell you gonna do, Peppa? What are you gonna do? Tell me. Because as far as I'm seeing the situation is, Sam caused this issue. So with you not knowing what's going on, you're already coming up on 10, they got to deal with me. If anything comes up with my family, they got to deal with me. What is with all these wannabe hard people? I'm confused. Tretch, I can understand. But Peppa, girl, slow it down. Go to Jamaica, make some food, and go there and have some fun. Don't come up here and acting like you're gonna do something, especially when Sam is the one creating the drama. Because JoJo and his girl already left because of Sam. Lil Twist didn't show up because of Sam. It's all Sam. Sam is the one causing the issues between TT and Egypt. He's the common denominator, girl. See, that's why I tell you, Peppa is dense. Some screws are off. She's slow as hell. I'm not gonna change my mind. She's slow. She is. Anyway, that's the review. Let me know what you think. Have a good day.